Hey Taurus, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 15th. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. The heart of your reading, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So if you'd been resting, taking a time out, taking a personal day, needing some space from other people in order to create more of a sense of peace in your life, you feel better now. You are ready to get back into life. And some of you, this may have been prompted by a minor illness or injury that you'd been healing from. But I think most of you, I'm getting, it's just mental stress or like feeling like the vibes were off. So you wanted to get to your own like comfort zone, home base. The challenge being the Knight of Swords in reverse paired with the King of Swords. Lots of swords so far. Only swords in your reading. Swords are the air element in the tarot. We're talking about the suit of the mind, your thoughts, your mental well-being. The King of Swords is someone who has to, for the good of themselves and their domain, take into account everyone's thoughts on a topic, but they are the one to decide. They're in a position of authority, and I'm wondering whether you were forced to rush to make a decision on something because of the Knight of Swords in reverse here. It's either that and you feel you're worried whether it was the right decision, you wish you would have had more time, or you're kicking yourself for issuing a decision before you were ready, before you had all the information, or you're one of these characters in a story where it's two people facing off against each other. If that's the case, the king would be the one who is saying, we need more information, we need to get the facts, I need to hear from everyone and get their side of the story. And the Knight of Swords in reverse is the one who's saying, what are you talking about? This is clearly the truth. This one fact trumps everything else and nothing else matters. This is enough for us to proceed. This, whatever his sword represents, it's a piece of information that he deems as important and true. But it's making him rush. It's making him force things forward. He has a sense of urgency, and that may be warranted or not. It's like when you see someone speeding and you're like, oh, they're so dangerous, and then you find out that their wife is in labor and they're getting them to the hospital, or there's a major injury and they're trying to get someone medical help. So a single-minded focus, this fact supersedes all other rules, and I'm rushing could be for a morally justifiable reason, or it might be that they're just blinded to everything else because of some very selfish motivation. So you might be playing one of the roles in a face-off, and that's what needs to be resolved in order for you to not feel so stressed in life in general that you would have to spend a lot of time alone at home to recharge or avoid this mental unrest. Show me Taurus's focus, the Emperor. Wow. And the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So I'm wondering whether this is between you and a partner. If not, it's something that you and your partner are dealing with together. And that partnership that you share is very relevant and important as you face whatever this thing is in your life. I think you're really wanting someone to step up and be the authority figure, but it's a sense of, it's almost a misplaced attitude of might makes right, is the way I'm picking up on it. You're like, you know what the situation needs? It's just someone to take the lead and do it right. You're looking for like the stereotypically perfect leader. And whether you see yourself as that person and you are wanting to sort of take charge and solve whatever conflict is going on, or you're projecting that onto a specific person in the situation, or just longing for that imaginary, perfect, strong leader to come and appear, materialize, and solve everything. It feels a bit unrealistic. Unless you're in a situation where there's already a change of leadership in the works. And this Knight of Swords in reverse is trying to topple the King of Swords leadership kingdom to replace them with someone who's more qualified. I think you and your partner are really a team in this. And whether your partner's behind the scenes just supporting you at home, or actually playing an active role out in public with whatever you're dealing with in life, it's a very strong team, you and your partner. In the recent past, we have the Star in reverse, which is either a shift in priorities in a very big way. Like, I used to really idealize these qualities somehow, and now my priorities have shifted. When I was young, maybe you're saying something like, maybe when I was young, I thought that the mark of a good boss at work was that they would come and work alongside me, and they were willing to always get their hands dirty and do the job with me. And if anyone wasn't willing to do that and they just stayed in their office dealing with managerial stuff, then they're not of the people, and that's a mark of a bad leader. I don't have as much respect for them. That could be like the way you thought about it before, and the shift being now perhaps with more life experience or having been a boss yourself, you may recognize different needs from the job, or certain qualities of leadership that are more important to you now. So if there's a boss who spends a lot of time making sure that the employees get what they need, and listens to their employees, and empowers them to affect change that is relevant to their experience, rewarding employees who support the company's goals with better working conditions, profit sharing. There's those sorts of qualities as well, right? So I'm giving that example as something that I could see fitting here with like well, I used to really idealize that in a leader, someone who would like come work the front line. And if a boss is doing that every day, who's researching better materials to work with that are going to be like make your packaging easier to fold, or doing a contract to outsource the shipping so that that's offloaded and you guys can you know what I mean? So there's like, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little in the weeds here. I think that there's ideals have shifted. Let's see your crowning position. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Sun at the bottom of the deck. Opportunities coming in. More shifting energy with this really positive Star, and the 10 of Pentacles are both really positive cards, or hold the potential of being positive. But the reversal can mean either a delay or a shift. And I think in this instance, I'm feeling like what you really used to want in life, not just your ideals for whatever the topic of this reading is for you. But the 10 of Pentacles brings it really home to you personally, with the reflection on what it means for your existence. Do I want the big house on the hills? Do I want the beachfront property? Do I want to be able to take a lot of time off to travel? Do I want $10 million in savings in order to retire early? There's all these sorts of like things that we want in order for our life to be the way we want it to be. And the 10 of Pentacles reverse says that was one way. You had a vision for your future about what your life would look like. And now that's shifting through this experience. And because it's showing up in this position, Spirit's saying that shift is going to end up being a very positive thing in your life. Meaningful in a positive way for your future. In the near future, we have the 8 of Cups, which has you walking away from something. Exiting a situation that feels like it's stagnant because you feel a pull in a new direction in order to find a greater degree of happiness. You may not completely close the door on what you're leaving behind, though, because the World in reverse being at the bottom of the deck as the 8 of Cups comes out implies the door being left open for a return. Your surprise energy is the 6 of Wands in reverse, Tower in reverse at the bottom. You are going to, maybe when you exit, you're expecting, like, this is perhaps an outdated reference, but for those of you who are familiar, like a Jerry Maguire exit, this is like a Jerry Maguire exit. Someone who's either getting fired, I forget the circumstance, he was getting fired or quitting, and he's carrying his box out of the office and sort of making a proclamation or a speech, trying to rally his ex-coworkers to come join him and leave the company with him. And everyone except for one person was very much like, no, I'm good, I'm staying where I am. There's this moment where you're going to expect everyone to sort of rally to your side, and it's not going to happen. And that could feel shocking, disappointing, but probably it's going to avert some sort of disaster. Now, if you were the one, like Knight of Swords in reverse, you're trying to topple the tower, you're trying to bring everything crashing down, you might expect everyone to like cheer you on and join in, and they don't. Show me hopes and fears. 5 of Cups in reverse. If you're feeling sad about something ending, you're hoping that you're going to be able to resolve those feelings swiftly and move past it so that you can get on with life. If you're not currently feeling down in the dumps or sorrow about something that you've lost, then this is you hoping that you won't regret leaving something behind, that you won't feel like you need to take a step back from life in order to heal and rest and recharge, but instead you'll just take it in stride. And the end result, we have the High Priestess. I think mainly this is saying that your instinct is correct, whatever it is. You have some sort of intuitive knowingness about where this is all heading and the actions that you need to take in order to get there. So primarily with this card, Spirit is saying you're correct. Whatever you have in your mind about your instinct, you're on point there. Another potential meaning of this is that you will develop your sense of intuition through this whole experience. And at the conclusion of it, you'll be feeling very spiritual, very tapped in, so to speak. And that could be like the point of all this. Let's get you some advice. Be optimistic. There's a real sense of freedom available to you somehow in this whole experience. And if you are caught up in the details of what you're going through, you might miss the fun of it. The freedom, the expansiveness, the fact that there are many paths that you can take, and a lot of them will be good options. There's also a sense of independence here that many people crave, and if you see it as a bad thing, you'll miss part of the boon of this experience, because the Sun is this energy of everything's going your way, you can see everything for what it is, you have an awareness that really helps you navigate into your future. It's one of those times in life where you can see farther into the future than usual. You can predict a lot of things that are going to happen. Things seem to be falling into place and going your way, and you have choices. If it's stressing you out to make those choices, or you're focusing on people who are temporary obstacles to overcome toward claiming those opportunities that lie in front of you, then you're missing the point. Spirit really wants you to keep a positive outlook, because you really have a lot going for you in this season of your life. So Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow.